Why is social media important in sexual assault cases? I can tell you, social media has become so pervasive in our courtroom, introducing it as evidence both for the Crown and defense, whether it's WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, whether it's a public or private domains. And there's different considerations whether it's public or private. But from the prosecution's perspective, they'll often use social media to confirm the complainant's version of events about a timeline, about consent, about the behavior of the accused, showing consciousness of guilt after the acts, apologies, you name it. It can be used to support and confirm what the alleged victim is saying about the case. And it's really become, in every case, especially involving young people, there's always social media, it seems, which can either confirm or refute the Crown's case. Conversely, for the defense, we use social media as well. We'll often have social media messages which show the complainant's timelines off, which shows that he or her, credibility is just shot because they're saying something totally inconsistent online and refuting and not corroborating their case at all. So this has become so pervasive in every case that we do at our firm, it seems. I mean, just about every case I've had in the last several years has, whether it's private or public messages. And there's a huge difference. I mean, the public domain is one thing, and we can just use those in court because it's open to the public. There's no reasonable expectation of privacy. But when it's a private message, for example, on WhatsApp, we have to give the Crown and the court notice that we're going to introduce it. It's a reverse disclosure application, records in the possession of the accused, and I covered that in another video. And that's a bit of a disadvantage because we're actually showing our cards. In the past, we didn't have to do that before the amendments to the criminal code. And for example, in Jen Gamashi's trial, his lawyer, Marie Hennon, used it to such great effect to actually destroy the credibility of those witnesses. Now, query whether if she had to provide that to them in advance, they may have been able to tailor their answers. Well, this is wonderful, for the victims that are telling the truth, great, we're not surprising them, but what about the victims who are lying? There are those out there, and they get a chance to tailor their questions based on some inconsistencies they said in social media. So it's a very developing area. We're using it in almost every case. In every case, there seems to be text messages, private messages, public messages, Facebook messages, you name it. People like to talk. And I can tell you, it either helps the Crown or it helps the defense in a given case. Every case is different, of course. I've seen cases where an accused has no chance of winning after the Crown accesses their social media because they made apologies and they admitted what they did, which is fine. They do go do their time and plead guilty. On the other hand, I've defended many cases where the text messages, the media messages, the voice, Facebook messages completely refuted the Crown's case. And in some cases, the Crown actually withdrew the charge as a result of this. So it's a very developing area in the sense almost every prosecution now has some form of messaging that either the Crown, the defense are using to either support their case or defend the case. So anyway, that's an interesting topic for today. And if you'd like to watch that video, you could watch that video on documents in the possession of the accused and how you introduce those in court as well. It's a totally separate YouTube video. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for watching our video. We are absolutely committed to bringing you the best possible criminal and DUI educational videos. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you've been charged with a criminal offense in Ontario and require our services, please click on the link in the description below.